Ladies, gentlemen, and those above such labels, hello and welcome to episode 98. 98 of our unrecorded podcast. I am your host, Trent and Dane. My co-host, as always, is Dane, 7 minutes and 36 seconds Larson. Dane, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, you bum. You bum! For those
What?
who don't know, go check another episode of ours, and that time will make sense.
Yeah, it was titled 7 minutes and 36 seconds.
I think it was. I'm doing good, man. It was a weird week. It felt really long, but also really short. Like, I thought Tuesday was Thursday, and I thought Thursday was Tuesday. I don't know what time is, man.
I feel that so much. Like, I don't know what it was this week. I mean, I know exactly what it was, actually. It was hot. It was really hot.
Yeah.
And it was really hot inside as well. For a building that's supposed to be very temperature controlled, and they're supposed to be like, hey, if you're like sweating, you need to leave the lab and go do this so you don't contaminate samples and da-da-da. That was like an actual training we had.
Ooh.
It was like 78 degrees in our lab. And all of the places where we have to like go put on scrubs and go do stuff are always hotter. So the whole week was just like, I feel like this week beat the fucking brakes off me, is what I will say. Like, it was just like, it was a little bit busy, it was more training, I was doing like more physical work and moving around and going from like building to building and da-da-da-da. And the whole time, it was just over 75 degrees inside every fucking day.
Ugh. This sounds awful. I'm so sorry.
Just keeping us in a goddamn terrarium. It was horrendous.
Oh, gosh. I had a double feature day.
Oh?
Yeah, on Tuesday, not only went and saw The Odyssey, which, goddamn, dude, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's so good.
Right.
I'm going to see it again
Yeah.
with Amanda in IMAX on Sunday, which is why we're doing a cheeky little Saturday record, because the only time that I could get an IMAX screening where I wasn't butt up against the screen was 10:45 on a Sunday. So 10:45 p.m., mind you, p.m., not a.m., p.m. I tried to find there is a theater near Chicago in a place called Woodridge that does a 70 millimeter IMAX. I tried to find tickets. They have shows that start at 7 a.m. They have shows that start at 2:30 a.m. Almost all are sold out with the exception of like the front row.
I feel like that's gotta be an almost 24-hour theater at that point. If your showing of The Odyssey starts at 2:30 a.m., that's done at 6.
It's crazy, man.
Like, that's
crazy.
That's nuts. Can you imagine the kind of, I mean, like, that would work for me, like, working night shift. That would actually be, like, a really cool, like, thing. But, like, for any regular adult human being, can you imagine going, hey, we're gonna go see Christopher Nolan's new movie at 2:30 a.m.? The 3-hour epic, The Odyssey, one of the longest, like, recorded stories in human history, starting at 2:30 a.m., man. That's when we're gonna sit down to start it.
Oh, yeah. But no, like, people can
That's
go,
a hard sell. That's all I'm saying.
but it's 70 millimeter IMAX. No, that's even a hard sell for me. That's a hard sell for me. All the haters on the internet can fuck off. I had a great time. It was awesome. Like,
the consensus that I've seen from, like, the only negative things I've seen on the internet are the usual fucking chuds, like, there's woke slop, they should have all been white Greeks, and it's like, alright, man, whatever. But it also just seems to be, like, people's personal interpretation of stories in the Odyssey weren't represented, and they're like, oh, the Odyssey should have been about this, and I'm like, should it? Like, there's one, I think her name's Emily Wilson, I want to say. She translated the Odyssey. Her translation became very popular.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I have her. Yes. She had a whole thing where she, like, psychoanalyzed Christopher Nolan's version of the Odyssey as, like, oh, it's about living in LA. Like, Cersei is your cute psychiatrist who gives you the drugs you need to feel better. And, like, this is, like, so-and-so, and, like, equated all of it to, like, oh, this person, who's, like, Calypso's a plastic surgeon who helps you fit in, and I was like, this is such a bizarre, like, there's no world in which Nolan's Odyssey is actually about living in LA, right? It's just not.
Hey, we live in a world where whatever a movie does for your opinion, hey, if it helps you get through the night, go for it. I'm not gonna.
We live in a society.
Yeah, Well, overall,
I'm gonna yuck her yum a little.
A little, yeah, just a little bit.
That was insane because also
Yeah.
just the tone of some of it was also. How do I say this? It was very much like, this is wrong because this is how he portrayed it, and it was just like putting what is the fucking words I'm reaching for our listeners. I know it's 3 p.m. for Dane and 1 p.m. for every other Dohimari. I woke up about 28 minutes ago. And I have gotten dressed, made some breakfast for my girlfriend, sucked down a Costco Kirkland brand energy drink. Ooh, tropical. Look at the shade of blue. Green? Teal. Derogatory of an entire city. Her whole thing seemed to be less of a critique of the Odyssey and more framing that because Nolan lives in LA, his entire life experience is colored by what her image of like famous Americans is like. And it was a very strange, like, it felt like she was not critiquing the Odyssey, but more that she was critiquing Hollywood and like the life in general Nolan was choosing to lead and just framing it in the movie. Especially like the very specifically derogatory way she describes Cersei as like a therapist, like giving you drugs to escape reality. I was like, that's a weird take. That's such a strange take.
Cersei was one of the best parts of the movie. If Christopher Nolan ever wants to do a horror movie, I think he's got the chops for it. Cause Jesus, holy crap!
I think, was it him? I think he was the one who was saying like, "Yeah, I just can't I can't find a concept that works." Because I think in the same interview, he was like Obsession. That movie works like a motherfucker. That's a him quote. That's not me. That's Nolan's verbatim said. This movie works like a motherfucker. And in that interview, because they brought up the horror thing, and he was like, yeah, I just haven't, I would love to, I haven't found my horror film. Like, because I think if he can pull off a horror film in that, like, mentality, like, that kind of, like, weird headspace that Tenet and Inception puts you in, a horror film in that space, generational. I think that'd be insane.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I had an absolute fantastic time. It earned the 2 hour and 52 minute mark. It was sweeping. It was epic. I mean, I haven't seen a movie in a long time, maybe since Lord of the Rings, that was just epic and like huge in scale. So go check it out. Now, before I get to what the other feature was, the double feature, I'm going right into my article, Trent, because this is a variety article. Shaken, Soaked, and Seasick. What it's like to survive the Odyssey in 4DX. Now, I've talked about 4DX on this podcast before. Do it once. You gotta go do it once because it's a time. If the movie has car chases, even better. It's really good. But I'm in love with you. You got to be mentally prepared for 4DX. You can't just willy-nilly go into 4DX.
I want to do 4DX so bad, man. I want to experience all of the stupidest movies. For audience members who don't know, 4DX is like, you know how like in like Disneyland or like theme parks they have those like, here's a show and we're gonna do like special effects. It's that but a regular theater where like the sheets don't look at me like that. I'm not even looking at you and I know the exact face you're making. I hope I can fix the video. I know exactly what your fucking face looks like right now. The seats shake. There is like sound effects and like spray like wind effects. They do their best to like whatever's happening on the film, you feel like it's happening to you as you're watching it. Mm-hmm. And I missed the mark because what I would have killed to see in 4DX is any of the Fast and the Furious movies. I think those would have been like perfect.
I've heard that they're the best.
I feel like you can't watch a good movie in 4DX. I think if like Nolan's Odyssey in 4DX is insane to me because I feel like 4DX is supposed to bridge the gap between this movie sucks but it was a cool experience. Yeah, like all of Jason Statham's films would probably do well in 4DX. You know, like I think he's a fun actor. It's the same movie every single time, and he rips. It rips every time. It's always great, but it's like, come on, man.
So here we go. There's no question that seeing Christopher Nolan's epic The Odyssey in 70mm and IMAX, or both, is an expansive and breathtaking experience. But for cinephiles who have already... so 70mm is the one like on film, and then like you actually see it like in a 70mm film, and then IMAX is... I I don't know, man.
Oh, IMAX is it digital? What? Hold on. No, now I gotta
because I'm seeing it in IMAX, but not 70 millimeter on Sunday.
Okay, so what is the fucking difference? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew.
Oh, okay. So it's IMAX 70 millimeter runs the film horizontally, 15 perforations wide. Fuck that means. Giant square. It's a 1:43 to 1.431 aspect ratio. So it's it's a square versus the 2-to-1 aspect ratio of standard 70 millimeter. Okay. So you get more of the vertical.
Mm-hmm. You get more of the cool brushes on their helmets.
Yeah.
And also, okay, one thing before I go back to this article, I love the fact that in the scene where there's the giants, he hired 7-foot tall stunt performers and 5-foot tall lady stunt performers, and Matt Damon's like, I can't get over my stunt double's arms. They were huge.
Yeah, it was so cool. And that was something that I thought was so funny, too. How many people got mad that his stunt double was a woman? I'm like, shut the fuck up. It was the cool... Have you ever seen anyone pull off practical effects for giants before, you dumb motherfucker?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It looked great. I saw a couple shots of it, because, like, that's the big shot that people have been using, like, the comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Comparison? The comparison of the different, like, aspect ratios is the shot of the Lastragonian giants and Odysseus there. And it looks so fucking cool, and then you find out, oh, the giants were practical. What the fuck, man?
I love it. So, but for cinephiles who have already checked off those formats on the list, what's it like to watch Matt Damon starring 3-hour blockbuster in 4DX? The seat rumbling, water spritzing technology available in nearly 800 movie theaters around the world promises a fully immersive cinematic experience that makes you feel like you're in the movie. But does it really? 3 intrepid variety writers, 2 who had seen the movie before and 1 first-timer, set out on an odyssey to find out. The 3 sailed into Regal's LA Live cinemas and were fortunately better provisioned than Damon and his exhausted crew. Tanya stockpiled mozzarella sticks and Gatorade, while Pat smuggled in peanut butter protein bar and a bottle of water for the 3-hour tour. Pat was about to put in some eye drops to prep for the long running time when the moviegoers suddenly embarked on the first stop of the epic journey, the trailer for 4DX. The seats heaved and jiggled, and we were spritzed with water. We were shaken and stirred, primed for an equally bouncy trailers for Spider-Man Brand New Day and the Fast and the Furious re-release. The onslaught during the pitch for enlisting in the Navy was particularly jarring.
Wait! They do it for the trailers?
They do it for the trailers, dude.
Wait, no, I just want to go to 4DX for every military recruitment ad. I don't need a fucking movie. I need one for the Army, one for the Air. I need every branch of the military to make me a 4DX trailer so I can sit. You get every high school enlistment's gonna go like that. You gotta be set, dude. That's awesome. As much as I think military propaganda the way it is, and it's not propaganda. Yeah, it is. Shut up. It's all propaganda. Top Gun was propaganda too. It doesn't mean the movie didn't rip. Okay. Military propaganda in 4DX is the most American thing I've ever heard. That's so fucking cool. I hate it, but it's so cool.
Then the film began. Read on to see who survived the hero's journey. Pat. The main selling points for 4DX are shaking seats, spraying water, and a little wind thrown in. The breeze sometimes felt like a person sitting behind me was ruffling my hair, but since it was my own coworker, it seemed unlikely. During the many scenes of the roiling seas and inevitable shipwrecks, the shaking met the action appropriately, but did it add to the experience? Kind of. We could certainly empathize with how battered and bruised Odysseus and his men must have felt after those cursed voyages.
See, here's what you need to do for a true experience of 4DX. You need to get 3 people, right? You need 1 person stone cold sober as a control group. You need 1 person with 5 too many milligrams of weed in them, and 1 person with 1 too many shots of liquor in them. You need the extremes. And then you go to 4DX, and whoever survives...
Yeah, is the winner. The water was not as bad as I had feared. I had prepared by bringing a hoodie in case of a full SeaWorld-esque splash zone, but the light spritzing was fairly refreshing. Nonetheless, midway through the film, I took advantage of the turn off water button to enjoy Nolan's ambitious filmmaking with fewer distractions. The shaking was particularly effective as the boat was being thrashed around by the whirlpool of Charybdis, one of several moments when it really matched the action on screen. But did we really need to heave up and down every time a soldier marched into the castle? Just because you can shake seats doesn't mean you should every time there's movement in frame. I remember Amanda didn't want to go see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And so anytime she doesn't want to see a movie, I go, we could see it in 40X. And she'll go, okay, fine. Literally, one of the like opening scenes is guys turning a key. And I swear to God, it's like you get thrown out of your seat. It's like, and you fly out. You're like, oh my God. So yeah, I kind of agree with him on that one. Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed my first 40X experience, though perhaps a different and simpler film would have been a better choice. I might have liked a few more effects, the smell of pigs or ripening of cheese, perhaps.
Oh. Ugh. You want to sit in a movie theater where they pipe in ripening cheese?
He's crazy. We were all praying for forgiveness. Damon intones in his climactic speech. In case of 40X film goers, it could be said that after 3 hours, we were all praying for mostly our seats to hold still. Yeah, don't go see 40X for a 3-hour movie, you maniac.
3 hours nuts.
Yeah, Matt, I will kick off my thoughts with a caveat. I couldn't make it through the entire 40X experience. I can pretty much handle any roller coaster, but 3 hours of movement, I am no Odysseus. I began to get nauseous halfway through, and my stomach couldn't handle the thought of experiencing the crazy water scenes that I knew were coming closer to the end of the film. But from what I was able to witness for myself, the 40X experience was a fun, unpredictable mixture of movement happening in your seat and things happening elsewhere in the room. Mainly some mist that helps set the scene when Odysseus and his men are out at sea. The audience also gets a necessary break from constant movement during the more dialogue-heavy scenes, to be fair. Because that's the thing, it's crazy. They're like, the seats are, like, there's a specific butt pad seat that will, like, rumble your ass. Like, it's crazy, dude. I don't know if I would do a 40X again. Coward. I was kidding. Especially considering the price tag compared to my beloved AMC A-listing getting me into IMAX and Dolby screenings at no extra cost, which both enhance the film.
So good.
Yeah, right. With better sound.
Back up for that now that I get like paid.
Do it. For the Odyssey, though, it was worth taking the journey. Although I wouldn't have shelled out the $36 for any other film this summer. If you're looking to check off as many premium formats for Christopher Nolan's epic as possible, I'd recommend watching the film once before you try out 40X, so you don't spend your first viewing trying to parse through the very dense plot while trying not to get knocked out of your seat. Because there's a couple times, man, you get close to getting bucked out of your seat. It's crazy, I feel like, man.
I hope they do the new Spider-Man in 40X. That'd probably be fucking sick.
Got to. Now, we got to get to Tanya, and she opens with this, man. As a frequent 40X film goer, so she's locked in, man. Tanya's ready to go.
She got her badge with her. Okay, yeah, my bad,
and
dog.
Someone who had already seen Nolan's epic, I was fully prepared for an Odyssey-esque journey of my own. I stocked up on snacks to fuel my nearly 3-hour voyage, but much like Odysseus' experience, eating proved to be a challenge. I attempted to dip my mozzarella stick in its accompanying sauce during what I had perceived to be a scene that didn't require any motion, but suddenly our chairs jolted forward, sending my overpriced mozzarella stick to the floor. Sure, there were plenty of calmer moments to come out throughout the film, but my fear for the upcoming action was enough for me to opt to stay hungry. When I first saw the Odyssey in IMAX 70mm, I thought to myself, this couldn't get any better. Seeing it in 40X proved me immediately wrong. Hey, Tanya, I appreciate you, but I'm gonna pull a Tupperware. Say the first syllable. Tub. Wrong.
Yeah, just like there's no way.
Hey, go for it. You're not just immersed in the film, you're living in it. You are battling with Odysseus' men, dodging the strides from the Lastrogonians. Lastrogonians. That's it, thank you. Breathing in actual smoke during the Battle of Troy, getting hit in the back in some of the same spots soldiers were getting pierced with arrows. You're experiencing everything they went through, both the men of Greek legend and the actors themselves, which gives it a newfound appreciation of the work that went into film. Above all, the best part of this experience was the energy it created in the theater. We had lived through the film together. There were subtle frightened gasps, even shrieks of terror during action-packed moments, and we were collectively let out sighs of relief when those moments were over. I locked eyes with strangers, sharing laughs while we attempted to not fall out of our seats. We were actively in the film, and when Odysseus finally revealed he had returned to Ithaca, the entire theater erupted into applause. It made us feel like we made it home, too. It made us feel like, it felt like we had made it home, too. Moments like these are hard to replicate. So that's one of the articles I have for you.
Dan, speaking of Spider-Man, because I've just remembered, there's a new piece in my background.
I noticed.
So Dane, I have it really shouldn't be a tradition. It's really bad for me. But on the last day of my work week, for my lunch, I just go to Little Caesars because it's right up the road. It's $8 for pizza, right? Don't make that face at me. You know what? The rest of the week, I eat healthier, high
Hell
fiber,
yeah, brother.
like frozen meals still, but I get the ones that are like, oh, these are like lower sodium and they're better for you and X amount of protein. And like they have this one, I think it's Vital Pursuit is the brand. And I got one as a joke because I was like, ooh, the GLP-1 friendly like weight loss meal. I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck, I'll try them. They're good. Like actually like low carb, high fiber, high protein, like actually really, really good food for like a little frozen meal. So I'm picking those up a lot more.
Hot damn.
But your boy needs a certain amount of grease and sodium to survive. Like, like you know how you got to put oil in your car? Well, I need like sometimes you need synthetic. I need pepperoni grease or I'll die. So I go to Little Caesars and normally just pick up whatever's hot and ready. And all they had was the limited edition Spider-Man Webberoni pizza, which is just a pepperoni pizza with some more cheese, and then all of the pepperoni is cut into strips and sort of kind of looks like a web on top. It was fine. It was a pepperoni pizza that tasted a little odd, but it comes with a free Little Caesars Spider-Man poster. As I was leaving, the guy was like, "Oh, hey, it comes with a movie poster too." I was like, "Hey, fucking what?
That's
crazy!" And so now I have a Little Caesars Spider-Man poster.
See, I love that it says Little Caesars on the top.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. So Trent, that was my first movie on Tuesday. But then I got to have the super fun experience of seeing Back to the Future in theaters. Because a theater near me was showing Back to the Future, and goddamn, I haven't seen that movie in forever. It was awesome. It was so much fun. Like,
all three of those are actually honestly really good. Like, I know people are, oh, soulless cash grabs. No, all three of those films rock.
Yeah, and just, it's so much fun because, like, you know, that was before my time. I didn't get a chance to see that in theaters. Right. And just hearing the music and, you know, like Power of Love, Back in Time. And it's everyone who is cast in it absolutely fucking crushes it. Like, the gal who plays his mom does lusting, but in such a wholesome high school girl way. It's just funny. Because there's times she's just like, hi. And just like, and
you're like, whoa.
And it's so funny because you can tell that, like, also Marty is just like, ha. Like, one of the funniest, and Christopher Lloyd goddamn crushes it. There's one part where she comes and, like, follows him home. She's like, how'd you find me? She's like, I followed you to here. And you see Christopher Lloyd, I'm going to make the face at the camera so you can see this. Because he is behind her, so she can't see his face. He just goes,
yep.
Just for those who are just doing the audio, his eyes are fully open, just doing the, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, man? This is crazy. And oh my God, and yeah, the one thing that was really funny, Amanda, she was like, God, why was I the only one who laughed really hard when Biff back in the 50s did the, hey, McFly, your shoes untied, and then fully smacks him as he's looking up? Like, Amanda was the only one. She was like, ha, 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 which was so funny because then I started laughing, which is hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's the fun, like, the parallels. Like, you see it in Modern in 1985 where it's like, hey, if I turn to those reports in your handwriting, I'm going to get fired. Then you go back to things. If I turn my homework in your handwriting, I'm going to get expelled. And just, I don't know, it just works. And one of the bits, and the entire theater laughed at this, and it was so funny because it's not meant to be funny. Right. I don't know the last time you saw Back to the Future, but there is a part where he's writing a letter to Doc Brown and saying, like, Doc Brown, you know, you're going to get killed. Because also, Marty witnesses a murder. Like,
yeah, he just watches him get gunned down by terrorists. Like, yes, that's just a thing.
Yes, and in the letter, he's like saying it out loud as he's writing, and he goes, "Dear Doc, on the night I go back in time, you get shot by terrorists," and the entire theater just bursts out laughing because it's such a crazy set. The night I go back, you'll be shot by terrorists. Like,
Which is like, yes, he will. But you can't just say that.
Yeah, he did. Now, the reason I bring it up, not just because it was so much fun and like, just wow, what a great film experience. Hey man, do you want to know who the assistant prop master in Back to the Future was?
Yeah,
Are you ready? I don't think you are, because the assistant prop master for Back to the Future was Dangerous Bob Wyden.
Do you think he's not the main prop master because his nickname's Dangerous? And like, we
dangerous.
know what happened last time, man.
Hey, he's too dangerous. But no, it was Dangerous in quotes.
I can't.
Bob Wyden. And I
Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. It's fine.
You have to tell me off air now. You have to tell me off air because I'm curious.
Well, I think I could tell you here. Do you think he Alec Baldwin the guy, and that's why he's got that nickname Dangerous?
Oh,
It was the '80s. It didn't make headlines then. You know, it's fine. They just didn't. You know, it's fine. That's why his nickname Dangerous. You know, one in the chamber, Bob Wyden.
So yeah, I had to tell you about Dangerous Bob Wyden. Cause like that's
such
a
good
awesome.
name.
It's such a good name.
Such a oh, dude.
Now Trent, last week we talked about raccoons. We talked about Jimothy.
Oh, we love Jimothy.
We love Jimothy. Trent, I weirdly have another raccoon story. It's not my own. I'm not taking credit for it, but I have to tell you about it because it's absolutely wild. But first, a train.
Oh, of course. While there's a train, I'll just go into the only actual note I have. Before we get to the raccoon thing, Dane, I had to like stay a little late at work for some training, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was at like 5:30, so instead of leaving at like 4:30 a.m., I left work just after 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was terrible, fucking awful. To get there at like 4:15 and leave at 6 sucks. Miserable. Made the next day, I was just like, ugh, right?
Yeah.
Dane, I think you know from firsthand experience, I'm what could be described as a moderately aggressive driver.
As being generous, but okay.
In that
I'll let it slide.
Every point A to point B that I go is a race, and I'm not coming in second, right? Which when you leave your job at 4:20 a.m. is easy because the roads are empty, so I'm not racing anybody. When I leave at 6, brother, I don't know if I was just tired or what. That is some of the most, like, grind my teeth angry I have been in a long time.
Whoa.
I think it's just because, like, anyone driving at 6 in the morning is out of it and doesn't want to be there. And I was, like, just awake enough to be like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
But between dodging the roadwork and people, like, cutting me off and not using their blinker and just like slamming on their brakes to make a turn, I was one more set of brake lights from a felony. I was just like, I've been spoiled by driving home as the sun's coming up. It's quiet, the roads are empty, and I can just chill, pop my cruise control right at the speed limit and go. I was rip-roaring around people in questionable passing lanes the whole way home. I had zero fucking patience left. The difference between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. on the roads is the difference between me, like, Sunday drive with chill music playing and, like, I'm in Fast and the Furious now. It was nuts. Like, just this shift, the intense, like, but, like, yeah, I've been doing pretty good. You know, keeping at the speed limit, trying to drive safer, da-da-da-da-da. And Wednesday morning, I was like, I'm going to kill you people. I'm going to kill you all with my brain. None of you will survive. What just happened?
Oh my God.
What? Are you good? What is happening? What? I don't... Dane?
You fully, like, you remember when in Man of Steel, when, like, General Zod's, like, over the TV, like, we will destroy your... That's what your face and voice turned into.
Oh, lovely. I got Zodded. Okay. I hope that doesn't come through on the recording.
Hey, we're gonna find out. So
you have a raccoon story.
I do. I work as a standardized patient, which is where I help med students, you know, do med stuff.
Right.
To very much simplify the job I do. Well, my boss went on a trip to, like, kind of Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. He was like, I'm going to do a big old hiking trip. I was like,
all the
dude,
mountains are smoky right now, but
right, yeah. And so I went to work, and I saw a train.
well, you live in a city with a mass public transit system. If you didn't see a train, I'm assuming you took a train.
I did.
It'd be a little like,
yeah.
Did you just have your eyes closed? Do you not normally see the train?
I go by faith, not by sight. And so,
please, kind stranger, can you grant me to the L train?
And so he comes back. I was like, hey, how was your trip? He goes, oh, it was great. Had a great time. You know, I took my niece for the first bit, which was just like a nice little park at the foot of the mountains. And then I went to the deep, like into the wood, like hiking. I was like, oh, wow. Like, okay. And he goes, my niece had never been camping. And so we're sitting there and we got the fire started and we're going to do some s'mores when all of a sudden she feels a tap on her shoulder. A raccoon is there, grabs her s'more and runs into the forest.
She got robbed
by a raccoon, but a polite raccoon. That's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing that got him. He was like, I couldn't believe it. Tapped on the shoulder. She turned, saw the raccoon, and he went, mine, and then ran away.
Oh, that's so funny. That the most criminally inclined animals in the animal kingdom are also usually pretty polite about it.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Now, speaking of animals that are not fucking polite, I don't know if you've seen this, Trent, but have you seen the watch an orca ram a sunfish so hard that the fish explodes?
I love it so much. Watching the video is crazy because it takes a second for you to realize that, like, that's a sunfish, which are huge, massive fish. And one orca's just holding it like a karate board. And the other one just swims through it and it turns into confetti. It looks like they hit a bag of glitter underwater, but you realize, oh no, that was a living creature. I think it's awesome that there is a bell curve, right?
Mm-hmm.
That ancient societies used to go, oh, orcas, spirits of evil. They're like, whales are like malevolent creatures. And then we went, hey, no, we should study them. We need to learn more. Da, da, da. And now we're kind of circling back to, no, they might just be psychos, actually. Like, they'll just launch a harbor seal 40 feet in the air for shits and giggles, and they'll sink yachts, which is like, that's actually super cool. Sink more rich people. But the video of the orca is swimming, like, because you don't, this first one's just there, and then the second one comes through horrifyingly fast. Orcas is big. They shouldn't be able to go that fast. And they use that speed to turn a sunfish into soup.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you want me to go through the article, I can, but I saw an article of just like, watch an orca ram a sunfish so hard that the fish explodes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's crazy to see. Like, I saw a couple different articles too. What is they like? Yeah, scientists aren't sure if it's like a social behavior for like feeding young, making it easier, or if they just do it for fun. Like there was no baby orcas in that video.
No, that was was two frat bro orcas like, hey man, hit the fucking sunfish, dude.
Make the sunfish explode, dude. It was, oh my god, it's so nuts to see. Fish is weird. The ocean's weird.
Is weird.
The second you can't see the bottom of the ocean, it's Cthulhu. That's why I will never. I can't. I love the ocean as a concept. I love the beach. There's a certain depth. Speaking of which, a friend of mine, Dakota, I was telling her this, right? Telling her this. We're, laughing, joking. And she's a psychopath. Because what she said to me haunts me. And she brings this up occasionally.
The hell did she say?
So she used to live in Florida. And she liked deep sea fishing. Like going out on a boat, right? And she looked at me and goes, my favorite part is when the horizon disappears and all you can see is water and you're just in the ocean. And I went, you are fucking insane. That is one of the craziest things I've ever heard a human being say out loud. You are happy to be just in the ether. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's crazy.
The second I can't see the land on a boat, I shut down. That like, no, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. And you're just like, oh yeah, it's my favorite part. The second I realize I'm alone in the ocean and there's nothing to surround me, she's nuts. She's duck tits bonkers. Crazy sentence I've ever heard. Blows my mind.
Amazing.
To be fair, this is the same person that made pickled eggs and added root beer powder for the root bag.
Ugh.
They didn't. She said it was very bad. her and I
yeah,
were both
it
like, yeah, this was terrible.
horrible.
But they still did it, and I don't know if I can forgive that.
Well, Trent, I got one last thing for you.
Yeah, send it.
There is a funny that you said send it because I'm about to. There's a restaurant in Chicago called the Wieners Circle. And Trent, what do you think they serve at the Wieners Circle?
Chicken strips.
They might, but most of the time, Trent, it do be hot dogs.
Ah, damn. Should have thought of that.
And Trent, I had to take a photo of the sign on the Wieners Circle last night.
You had to take
for
a wiener pic?
what? Your joke is not as far off as you might think it is.
No,
Trent,
no.
what did I just send you?
So that is a vile Chicago dog. Says Vienna beef. Happy birthday.
You will love it when you get here, motherfucker. You will
Yeah,
love it when you
probably.
get here.
Hadley South, 29 and single wiener lover. That is slanderous and hateful. That's
right?
Crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
That's either an employee or like a friend of the owner. But who the fuck? Happy birthday. This chick loves wieners. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was gonna try to make some joke like, oh, the wiener circle seems a bit like a circle jerk, haha. But no, they just went, yeah, this chick, she loves wieners.
Yep.
She's single.
There you go.
That's
Well, that's all I got for you, man.
Oh
What's
my
the
God.
bracket, Trent? What are we gonna do today?
This week is early for me. I'm still I'm not normally awake by this time yet on my
Valid.
usual functional days. And so since it's early, I thought we could lead in a little bit breakfasty. You see, but we've already done a full-on breakfast bracket.
Yeah, I was about to say, when don't we lean breakfasty? I feel like all the times we're talking about breakfast.
Which is weird because I don't like breakfast. I hate eating breakfast. It's the worst meal. I don't like breakfast food. I don't like eating that early. If I go to a diner where they have breakfast food, I would rather have like lunch adjacent. Like the most breakfast all the eggs Benedict, because it's eggs Benny. Come on now, but that's separate. But then like chicken and waffles is like my other backup, or like a chicken fried steak. And frankly, chicken fried steak is not breakfast food. That's just beef deep fried. The fact that we serve that for breakfast is like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Like, just because there's hash browns on the side. And usually, if I can, I'll get mashed potatoes instead of hash browns. Fuck you, I'm not, like, it's whatever, man. My nose is running like fucking crazy, and there's nothing to help me, so I'm just gonna suffer. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But Dane, don't crush your arms at me. Dane, I thought, what is, for me, the breakfast that I could usually just like grab and go, it's a bagel, right? Perfect bagel. Classic bagel. So what I did is I cross-referenced 8 separate New York bagel restaurants and looked at their menus. And I found the 24 most popular, most commonly reoccurring bagels on these websites. Because I figured
It's been 98 episodes, and just now we're doing a bagel bracket? That's crazy. How have we missed that?
I don't fucking know, man. I just work here.
And
we
the
did
guy who
donuts.
does the brackets.
Okay, well, yeah. Listen,
Oh, yeah,
we
we
make
did
some
do-
joke about upper management, but there is no upper management. It's me.
Yeah, the buck
It's
stops with
just
you.
us. Yeah. My boss has been on my ass. Kept saying we can't do bagels. I don't know. But yes, I have 24 bagels, and the way I got them to sit on here is if they showed up on 3 or more of these sites, they got a spot on it. Because a lot of places have like a weird specialty bagel or something specific, and if I didn't see it at least 3 times, I was like, well, that's not like a common bagel, so I didn't put it on the bracket.
Okay. But what's the
So-
special rule?
The special rule, bagels, I think, need to fit into 3 criteria all at once. They got to be good just as it is. You can just take it out of the package and fucking go, right? Eat it. It's an efficiency food, right? So you got to think, pick up, eat it, finish it in your car before you get to work. The functionality of that, right? Then you got to factor in, what kind of schmear can you put on this? Does this work with just butter? Does this work with cream cheese? Can you slap flavored cream cheeses on this? Well, like, how many options? Like, if this was the only bagel you could ever eat again, how many ways could you eat this bagel and still make it different?
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, the sandwich ability. Because nothing beats a bagel breakfast sandwich. So that's like, I think a croissant breakfast sandwich is real close, but I think a bagel breakfast sandwich is the correct way to do it. So you got to factor in is this, and also I'll use a bagel for non-breakfast sandwiches too. I'll use a bagel for like a pastrami sandwich sometimes. Like it's all kinds of good stuff on there. So that's the big three. Quick edibility. As much as I hate to say it, the versatility of the bagel. I know. It's our bad word. It's fine. It's fine. Bring it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back.
Clear. Okay, we got it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I should have said clear first. It's fine. I'm not a standardized patient, so I don't. I'm not usually used to the defib, but usually use car batteries. Well, it works. You try to get some information out of a guy, and he's like, "Oh God, I'm dead." And you go, "No, you ain't." It's fine.
Wow, look at him move.
You want to see him dance? And then, of course, the sandwich ability. So, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Gosh, what will I do with a not wildly crazy rule number 3? It seems relatively normal, but I'll live.
It was hard to think of something for rule 3 that was bizarre and weird that wasn't just fucked. Like, I couldn't think of anything that was, like, functional. Like, I don't know. Like, which bagel can you throw at somebody's head the best? All of them. Flavor of bagel doesn't equate to, AoE damage.
I do love...
It landed on yes. Ooh.
I do love in Spider-Man, I believe, Into the Spider-Verse, when the guy gets hit with a bagel and it says, "Bagel!"
Yes, I think it is Into the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah.
So it landed on yes. So I get to go first at the top.
Yes, you do. Here. Okay. All right.
A sourdough bagel or a rye bagel?
Oh.
Now,
Gosh, I don't know if I've been that well experienced with different types of breads, bagels.
They're pretty good. I like that. Breads, bagels, bagel breads.
Yep,
I think dough was the word you were reaching for. Different types of dough. But it's okay. We can sort that out.
Yeah.
Now I think these are both neck and neck for sandwich ability. Because like either sourdough or rye, any kind of sandwich, that's just like, yeah, you can just sub those in. That's easy. I think for grab and go as well, they don't have any toppings that are going to negate where you're not going to have to check your teeth when you get out of the car. There's not going to be shit there. Not a lot of crumbs on your shirt. So for wider functionality, I think sourdough takes it here for me.
Yeah,
because I think like sweet toppings on a rye bagel would be weird.
Yeah, and also like dark and hanger, I'm picking sourdough over rye.
See, I love rye. I'd probably reach for rye bread first. But if we're talking about like all sweet and like fancy fun cream cheeses, that we are gone. I'm not putting blueberry cream cheese on a rye bagel. That would just be so like that'd be weird. Or like I'm not gonna put like jam or like any kind of fruit. I'm not gonna do like honey and butter on a rye bagel. That would just be that flavor. But like sourdough, I've been eating a lot more sourdough bread just because like it's it's better for you. It's harder for your body to break down the carbs, and it just tastes good. I always forget how fucking good sourdough butter and like a little bit of jelly on there is. The sweet, the tang, it's just great.
Yeah.
I think sourdough's gonna have to take it for me because that just sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. All right, what do we got next?
Now to you, a pumpernickel bagel.
Oh.
Which it has been a minute since I've had pumpernickel. What the fuck does it taste like?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like an even denser rye.
Oh.
Coarse rye or cracked rye in a long, slow baking process. Okay. With molasses and even cocoa powder or coffee. Okay, gotcha. So it's like a almost sweet, kind of punchy, tangy bread. Rye plus, if you will. So that or an everything bagel.
Yeah, and everything bagel's good. Like I know when it comes to like the stuff in your teeth and it is a little crumbly. I get that.
Like for rule 1, everything bagel's a tough sell. I love an everything bagel, but you're trying to eat that in your car when you're getting out the door. You have to like, oh fuck, okay. I got onion in my pocket.
But I'm talking like it's good though. Like that is solid. Like putting stuff on there. I think first round we can't knock out everything bagel. I'm not.
And I think out of respect for how often I ate them when I was working at Starbucks, I think we have to give like an amount. Because the everything bagel Starbucks had with the avocado spread on it instead of like cream cheese. Oh, that shit was so good.
Yeah, everything bagel I think's got to go forward.
For Starbucks food. Listen, not to shill for a terrible union busting company that you should boycott, but like if you get a Starbucks gift card and you're just looking to blow it, get their grilled cheese sandwich. The Starbucks grilled cheese is so fucking good. I hate how good, because it's like a butter garlic toast on sourdough with white cheddar cheese. I think it's like Beecher's white cheddar in there. It's awesome, dude. It's like a genuinely like, for it comes frozen and they heat it up in a combo microwave oven thing. It's a banging sandwich.
Damn. All right.
Sandwich. Fuck. But everything has to advance here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, the bracket app updated. Those are new buttons. What the fuck? Get that shit out of here. Okay. Now to me. Top of the bracket. A blueberry bagel or a garlic bagel?
See, for me, I mostly will go for a savory bagel over a sweet bagel, if I'm being honest.
I will too. I think the garlic bagel takes sandwich ability here.
But also, like, grab and go in the car, like a blueberry. I don't know.
I think a blueberry bagel sucks cold. I don't know if I... Because, like a toasted blueberry bagel with, like, butter or cream cheese on it, yeah, absolutely. But just, like, a cold blueberry bagel, I feel like you need a little bit more heat, a little bit more something to, like, really get the full flavor of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it loses a little bit of depth there. And I think these are both kind of in the same vein as far as, like, I'm not going to put garlic and chive cream cheese on a blueberry bagel, but by the same token, I'm not going to put, like, honey cream cheese on a garlic bagel. You know? Like, I think these are both kind of struggle.
Yeah. Oof. So
it's tough.
Maybe really garlic tough. Then?
I
don't know though, because I feel like you see blueberry bagel a lot though.
Yeah, you don't often see a garlic bagel on its own. Yeah. Hugely popular in New York. There's like option number 2 on most of those sites I saw.
Yeah.
I think I will go blueberry though. Just because like if you have like, I'm thinking just if you have the time to cook it the right way, it's hot, it's fresh, you can put whatever you want on it. I think a blueberry bagel has more options that I want on it, you know? Rule 2, I think there's a bit more like, as much as you can't really put savory stuff on it, I think the options for sweet kind of carry it for me. I think there's just more availability in my mind. Now to you. A whole wheat bagel you eat when you really should be eating a salad, or a cranberry bagel. Surprised, by the way, that this was an option on so many different, like, cranberry was found on multiple websites. Just like, really? Cranberry? That's the number 2 fruit flavor, apparently.
Interesting.
Well, number 3 after cinnamon raisin, but
I don't like cinnamon raisin. But we'll get there. The
fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
We'll get there, but what the fuck is wrong with you?
No. I think I might have to go with the cranberry because I had a bad experience with the whole wheat bagel at Mount Spokane.
Most of them are.
Yeah, at Mount Spokane High School, where I went to high school. Can I say that? Should I bleep that? I don't know.
I mean, it's been like 20 fucking years. Who cares?
Hey, fuck out of here. It's only been... Wait, no. Hold on. When did I graduate? No, I just had my 10-year reunion like 3 years ago, so fuck off.
That's basically 20 years. I feel like the difference between 10 and 20 years from high school is really not that different.
Yeah, valid.
Like, it's a decade ago, and your opinion of it's not going to change in another 10 years.
They had a breakfast sandwich there, and cream cheese bagel? What was it called? Sandwich. I can't remember what the name of the sandwich is called. Oh, everyone's going to destroy me. Whatever.
The sandwich was called cream cheese bagel?
No, it was called something else that I can't remember what it was called. But it was a bagel, a sausage patty, cheese, and then you could throw on cream cheese on there. And I remember they switched it to whole wheat bagels, and they got infinitely worse. So it has to be the cranberry bagel.
Yeah, I think whole wheat bagels are what you eat when you're like late to the shop and that's all that's left.
Yeah.
Good for a sandwich though. Like I like a whole wheat bread. Like for just like a plain like if you're like a deli sandwich, like you know, like turkey, a little bit of stuff on there, I think that could work. Okay. Now to me. A salt bagel, which is just it's exactly as it sounds, just a plain bagel with like salt on the outside, like a pretzel. Or an Asiago cheese bagel. Or just like cheddar bagel in general, but Asiago specifically was like the winner. And it's the Asiago. It's the Asiago by a fucking mile.
That's so good. An Asiago cheese bagel is so good.
Oh like as much as I do genuinely like a salt bagel for a lot of stuff, I think the options of, because you can do some like level of sweet. You can do like there's an amount of like fruit that works with the cheese that you could do there that's really, really good.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be the Asiago. Back to you. A cinnamon crunch bagel, which I don't know if you've ever had a cinnamon crunch. It's basically just like a layer of cinnamon sugar on top that makes the bagel actually crunchy.
Oh.
Or a pretzel bagel.
Pretzel bagel.
Yeah. That's a brutal as tough, but like it's pretzel bagel. And pretzel anything is just immediately 30% better. Like I will not be dissuaded in that fact. Like I know we keep saying, man, a pretzel bun on a burger. Fuck you, Wendy's. Take away that pretzel bacon pub. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for real. I don't know if it was a switch to private equity or new leadership or whatever. But when Wendy's got rid of the pretzel bacon pub a couple years back, everything else went downhill. Their quality across the board, like Wendy's used to be solid. Every time I've gone to Wendy's recently, I'm like, this is way more expensive than it should be for how this shit tastes.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I tried it. Maybe it was like a couple weeks ago or a month ago or something. I just tried it. It was there, and I was like, this isn't good.
Yeah, it used to be. I guess Wendy's hasn't been profitable in like 5 years though. They're closing a bunch of stores. They're struggling.
It's because they went away from the yellow cups rather than the red cup. Remember when it was the yellow, like yellow Wendy's? Remember when the yellow was more primary than the red? Man.
See, this is crazy because in my head, Wendy's cups are blue.
The fuck you on?
Like blue and white stripe. Are they not? Am
What?
I totally bonkers?
Yes. What are you talking about? What is this blue and white striped cup you're talking about, you maniac? See, the problem is, folks, he's going to find a picture, and how do I...
Blue and white.
That's a clear-ass cup, motherfucker.
They have clear cups. They're all plastic cups. The fuck are you talking about? All the cups at Wendy's are plastic. When was the last time you got a cardboard cup from a Wendy's? Every time I've gone to Wendy's in the past, 2 years, every so often we get the biggie bags because they're cheap. It's always a clear plastic cup that is predominantly blue with Wendy's face on the side. That one only looks red because it's full of a fucking strawberry lemonade.
Boo. Okay.
They're blue. You're yes, they used to be yellow in fucking 2005.
Yeah.
But they didn't turn red.
There's red Wendy's cups. That happened.
Only on the Frosty.
Well, 9 times out of 10, motherfucker, I'm going to Wendy's. I'm getting a Frosty.
And guess what? The Frosty, they put them bitches in plastic now. So I ain't never seen one of those cups. You're ridiculous. Look at this. See, that's a Frosty in a blue-ass cup. You don't know shit. Sorry, I shouldn't have gotten that aggressive about Wendy's. I apologize. Okay. Anyway.
Pretzel, bagel, win.
Pretzel bagel, it advances. That was hell of a tangent, even for us.
Yeah.
Up to me. Chocolate chip or jalapeno cheddar. And it's chocolate chip because 90% of the time when I see a jalapeno cheddar bagel, they're using those little pickled jalapenos out of a jar, and that shit sucks. I do not want my bagel to taste like vinegar. If you put jalapenos on there, they gotta be fresh jalapenos. The handful of times I've seen that, that's a good bagel. But they're always those bright yellow, nasty-ass, shriveled jalapenos under the layer of cheese, and that doesn't taste good. I'm sorry if you like that shit, but pickled jalapenos are the fucking worst. Compared to fresh jalapenos, it's not even close. It is leagues different flavor. Chocolate chip advances like that. I'm not zero hesitation. Fuck that.
Damn.
Pickled jalapenos have the worst problem that I always have with jalapenos. Where a lot of times you'll get a jalapeno that doesn't taste like the vegetable. It's just spicy. There's none of the actual that kind of earthy, peppery taste. And every pickled jalapeno, when you pickle it, the earthy, fresh taste is replaced by vinegar and hot. So it just tastes like a slightly worse peppercini, and I already don't like fucking pepperoncinis. And then you bake that under some cheese, and you're telling me it's good? No, get out of here. Fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
All right, yeah, sure.
Well, you're not a spicy guy. You don't like jalapenos either way, right?
I mean, I like spicy stuff. I don't know why I can't speak right now. Yeah, I know. I like spicy
follow
stuff.
the balance. Okay, all right. Last one around one to you: a cinnamon raisin bagel or a rainbow bagel. Now, I need to know what a rainbow bagel tastes like, because it was on so many menus.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, they're just a plain bagel that's a rainbow.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It was on so many menus. So many.
Man, you just didn't have a plain bagel on here?
Well, it's a 24-piece bracket. This is the wild card slot. Because remember, when it's less than 32, there's a round that's like some of them aren't new. There's a plain. I got a plain bagel on here, man. Get off my nuts.
Cinnamon raisin.
Okay. Even though you don't like cinnamon raisin.
I don't. I really don't. If that is one of the bagels that's left, I will just not have a bagel.
Eat like cinnamon raisin English muffin with like butter on it? No.
That for some reason, those flavors I don't like together.
Normally, I would give you so much shit for this, but I don't like pina colada together, so I have to like, okay, I'll let it slide. But you do like, you don't hate, you like raisins.
Oh, I love
like
raisins. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you like an amount of cinnamon.
I do like an amount of cinnamon.
But something about the combination.
Yeah, I can't do it.
One of like the most quintessential breakfast flavors.
Nah, man.
Like,
nah, get out of here. I don't want it. Leave.
There was a brief time you could find cinnamon raisin bread. That shit was awesome. All right. Top of the bracket. Now back to you. An egg bagel.
Is that like a bialy? Is that what it's called? Like, I feel like that's another name for it, or am I making that up? I could be.
You might. Bialy, I think, is something different. It's basically, it's usually a bagel that has extra egg yolk in the dough and then an egg wash on top. So they're yellow, a little bit sweeter, kind of a softer, doughier flavor.
That is something different, yeah.
Or sourdough.
Oh, I like sourdough, but
I do like a sourdough. I think if you're going cold off the counter into the car, the egg bagel might be the better choice. Because if it's softer, a little easier to chew, you don't need a beverage to get it down. Yeah. And I think sourdough bread really shines when it's toasted. I think that flavor is a little bit better warm. But on the flip side, I don't know how many like standard sandwiches I would make on an egg bagel if it's a sweeter bagel.
And also, I feel like, and because it has come into my life, I think that I didn't know about with Amanda is that sometimes she'll be having eggs and then go, "This is too much egg. I hate this now, and I need to leave."
Yeah, that happens.
So I feel like that you're on the cusp of that with an egg bagel, and then you can't eat your whole bagel because you're like, "Oh my god, it's too much egg," and then you're hungry because you didn't eat the whole egg bagel.
Like egg is good about 70% of the way through most of the time.
Yeah, and then you don't get your full bagel. So I think I might have to go sourdough. I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Sourdough advances. All right. Now to me at the bottom, an onion bagel or an everything bagel, and it's the everything bagel because it's just like as much as I do love. I made breakfast burgers where it was like egg on the burger.
Ooh.
With egg and bacon on the burger, and using an onion bagel for that, where it's almost like you have grilled onions in the burger, but they're on the bagel. That was banging. That was really good. That's a good option. But it's everything bagel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they both have the same problems of difficulty in the car. They both have the same problem of, like, weird functionality as far as anything sweet would be odd. But overall, for just, like, sandwich plus, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now to you. A honey wheat bagel.
Okay.
Or a blueberry.
Blueberry.
Yeah, I feel like they're both a little bit sweet. I think I will say, I think honey wheat lends itself better to more sandwiches. Like that lightly sweet, like a turkey sandwich on honey wheat bread. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
A little bit of cheddar in there. Could be good.
Yeah, but the wheat bagel just did me so dirty in high school. I'm holding a grudge.
Okay. Damn, all right. Dane's a wheat hater. Fuck gluten. Okay, now this one I have to look up because it was on so many menus, but I don't actually know what it is. A cranberry bagel or a black Russian bagel.
Okay, you look that up. I have to go marinate chicken, and since we now do videos, we can't cut this out. So you're just gonna. I'll be right back. Okay, give me like.
Okay.
Keep the people up there. I'm gonna keep my headphones on, so I'm hearing your ass. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, but he can't fight back as I slander him immediately. So a black Russian bagel. It's a dark, hearty pumpernickel bagel, like that kind of heavier, lightly sweet rye, but with everything seasoning on it. Oh God, what the fuck? Everything seasoning, poppy seeds, but sometimes raisins? Tell me they're not doing raisins and everything bagel seasoning. That would be That would be horrific, right? All the pictures I'm seeing just make it look. I mean, don't get me wrong, folks, for our video listeners. Video listeners, yeah, video listener, that's how that fucking works. The bagel looks pretty goddamn good. I mean, I'm just saying, a black Russian bagel, I'd probably have one of those. So a black Russian bagel or a cranberry? I think cranberry bagel's weird, you know? I don't always love cranberry as a flavor. I think cranberry juice and cranberry sauce is kind of where my cranberry enjoyment ends for the most part.
You'll hork down a can of cranberry sauce. Don't deny it.
I said I would. I said I like cranberry sauce and cranberry juice. Of course I will.
The like. No, you love it. You'd hork it down like you wouldn't even try. Don't
well,
it.
Just because I'm a cranberry sauce slut doesn't mean that I want a cranberry. Now I will say, if you can get me like an orange zest cream cheese, you do like a cranberry orange bagel, shit, that'd probably be pretty good, right? I mean, that get me where I want to go. But is that enough to carry the fact that the Black Russian... Oh, because you can't really do anything savory on a cranberry for the most part. Really don't want to do sweet with everything bagel seasoning, so they're both tied there. I think the cranberry would take it, of course, for the rule 1 of just pick up and go, not make a mess of the car, because, I mean, you've already got darker crumbs from being a pumpernickel bagel, so then, of course, it'd be more difficult to hide the crumbs, and then you have everything on top making a mess on you as well. But I think we're talking sandwich ability. There's not a whole lot of sandwiches. Ooh, but a Thanksgiving leftover sandwich, turkey, stuffing, a little bit of gravy on a cranberry bagel, that's innovation right there. That's a step. Nobody's thinking like that. Nobody's doing that kind of shit. But a Black Russian, all the seasonings, the everything, the garlic, the cheese, that lends itself to a couple of sandwiches. Maybe like a pastrami type deal. Could do with like some stiff mustard, like an English style roast beef kind of deal with some white cheddar. That'd work with all the seasonings and everything. I think I'm leaning Black Russian. I think Black Russian over cranberry. Just, I can hear you making noises in the background.
He's doing Black Russian butt bagel, the dark horse. Oh my god!
This is really riveting stuff. Of course, just listening to me wax poetic about bagels while Dane from the background like fucking Statler and Waldorf over there.
I love Statler and Waldorf. I'm almost done. I had to make sure that I only did half the marinade.
Half the marinade?
Well, because we made a whole thing. We're doing halal chicken tonight, so...
The seasoning is halal flavored?
Well, no, it's... man, I don't know. I'm not the cook of the... I'm just doing what I'm told.
Is it... Okay, what does halal taste like?
Well, I don't know. What do we put in here?
Are you cooking this in a specific preparation for someone whose religious beliefs needs the chicken to be halal?
Man, text Amanda. I don't know.
Well, are you having people over that need halal in their diet?
No, it's just a really good thing. It's your dad's recipe. They call it halal chicken. It's delicious. It's real good. When you come over here, we'll make it for you.
Well, I'm not saying it doesn't sound good. I'm just saying I feel like halal is like kosher. Like if I said I was making kosher chicken, what does that taste like?
Good?
Well, probably. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I can make something kosher. It just feels racist adjacent, is all I'm saying.
It's not meaning to be.
It's like saying you're making Oriental chicken. It's like Applebee's still gets away with it, but like at what cost? That's a thing! The Applebee's Oriental chicken salad.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's what it's been called my whole life.
Oh, did they have blue and white cups at Applebee's?
Don't you fucking start with me.
No, they have.
The cups are clear. They're made of glass. It's a restaurant, Dane. Applebee's is eating good in the neighborhood. They have high quality cupware.
Hey.
Drinkware?
They've changed it. It's a whole new neighborhood. There's a difference.
You can still eat good in a whole new neighborhood.
Yeah, but they've changed
especially with an Oriental chicken salad.
Okay, I'm back. Hi,
hello. If you haven't, genuinely, you should try the Oriental chicken salad. It's one of my favorite salads of all time. Like, it's one of those that, like, it doesn't matter what's happening. I could always eat one.
Nice.
Yeah. But Black Russian advances, I think.
Okay.
That'll be a fun bit. I'll just put, like, I'll see if I can find, like, an animated version of you I can have just chittering on the side of the frame there. That's a lot of work. I might not do that. Now, okay. Now to you. Top of the bracket. poppy seed bagel
Ooh,
or an Asiago bagel.
Asiago.
Yeah, that's fair. In defense, I will say I think poppy seed is one of those few that works sweet or savory.
It does.
Like, I think you can. It has that. Like, I wouldn't be mind with chive onion on there, but I also wouldn't be upset with like a blueberry cream cheese. I think a poppy seed works either direction. But an Asiago bagel's so goddamn good. It's hard to move past that, you know. Now to me, this one's genuinely going to be tough. A pretzel bagel or a French toast bagel.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a French toast bagel.
It's really good. Depending on where you get them, they're usually swirled, and it's like a vanilla and a maple kind of swirl with like cinnamon bits in there. It's really, really good. Not everywhere has them, but I love them. They're actually the secret to my heart attack sandwich that I make. I haven't made that for you yet.
No, you haven't. You've talked about it.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Where like I cook the bagel like it's French toast, and then you cook bacon in a pan, and when it's almost done, you just throw cheese in the pan so the cheese crisps to the outside of the bacon. So you have a crispy layer of white cheddar around the bacon, and then you put like a tart raspberry jam on the bagel, so it's almost like a Monte Cristo type deal, but it's like a breakfast style. It's good. You can feel your arteries hardening every bite, but fuck, it's good. A pretzel.
Okay, question. We love pretzel here. But, like, I feel like of all the pretzeling of things, like pretzel, to be fair, I haven't had a pretzel bagel in a long time. But I feel
fair.
Pretzel bagel, you know, it's not the top tier. When you think of pretzel stuff, you don't think of pretzel bagel. You think of a pretzel bun. You think of a pretzel stick.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of everything that I would do with the pretzel bagel is really just what I would do with a pretzel bun, just with a heavier dough, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it makes a good sandwich. It'd be fine to eat in the car. And I will say the French toast, I got a soft spot for a McGriddle, because I remember when those things first came out. I was there for that. Burnt the shit out of my mouth. Because when they first had the McGriddles, they weren't doing anything different. So you bite into a McGriddle and it's like, it's normal, and then the pockets of syrup at the center of the fucking sun. And they were great, and I loved them. But a French toast, if you get a breakfast sandwich on a French toast bagel, that's like a custom McGriddle.
Yeah.
That's a breakfast sandwich I can get behind, personally. I think French toast has to beat out a pretzel bagel. I think that sounds really good.
I'm here for it.
Now to you. A sesame bagel or a chocolate chip?
Ooh.
I like a sesame bagel.
I do too.
Especially if they do like a semolina dough instead of a standard bagel dough. Yeah. Those are really, really nice.
As much as I love chocolate, because I love chocolate, I think I might have to go sesame bagel, man. Chocolate.
I think so too.
There's two. You can't really do you're not putting a chive and onion cream cheese on a chocolate
and you're
bagel.
definitely not making any kind of sandwich with it.
No.
And honestly, if you're driving and you gotta hold that bagel, like eat it with one hand, you're gonna have chocolate all over your hands.
Yeah, it's not helpful.
Like if it's a good chocolate chip bagel, some of those chips are gonna be on the outside, and you're gonna have chocolatey thumbprints.
Yep,
that's not gonna get you into your CIA job. Sesame bagel advance. All right, the last one around, official real round one. Now they're round the wild card. Plain or cinnamon raisin?
Here's the thing, man. I know. Oh, is it to you or to me?
This is to me.
Here's the thing. Plain, I will just some about. I don't know if last time you've done this, but just a plain toasted bagel with butter. Oh, come on, man. That's unreal. That changes you.
I'm trying to go from not a place of nostalgia, because from probably first to fourth grade, a majority of days out of the week, my breakfast would be a cinnamon raisin English muffin with butter on it. And I would eat that on the way to school. And that shit rips. So I love that cinnamon raisin with butter flavor. That being said, I don't think a cinnamon raisin bagel works with any toppings outside of either plain cream cheese or butter. Maybe a honey cream cheese, maybe a cinnamon something. But a plain bagel it's just a bagel. You can put whatever you want on there, and it works.
And it works, man.
Because I'm not using cinnamon raisin for breakfast sandwich. I think that goes a little bit too far. The French toast works as the McGriddle style sweeter breakfast sandwich, but I think biting into a raisin and an egg in the same bite would make me off myself. I don't know if I'm strong enough for that. That actually, my stomach, gurgled. Oh, God. Saying that out loud made me, actually physically upset. The idea of, Because if I'm going to do a breakfast sandwich, I want the egg just like a little bit like jammy, runny, like not quite. I know that's going to make a fucking mess, but that's just the best way to eat an egg, frankly. And I think the texture of bagel, raisin, jammy egg yolk, I'd never eat again.
Yeah.
I think that would fuck me up. Okay, yeah, it's got to be a plain bagel then. It has to advance. It's the only way. Okay. Quarterfinals time.
You sure?
So to me, at the top of
There's always a pause. There's always a pause.
There should be a pause. 98 episodes, at least half of them are fucking brackets, and every time I go quarterfinals. But yes, because the semis is next. No. Yes? We're in the quarterfinals picking semifinals. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, because like if you look here, that's the semis, and we're here. So we're in the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
Man. Yeah, definitely. You got
I'm
it.
so stupid when I haven't slept enough, and even when I sleep enough, I'm not that bright. This is what I get, I will say. I didn't sleep because I'm officially partially college educated. I passed my first class last night, so I have 1 credit towards my business degree.
Proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I hate it so much. I want to briefly bitch about that because I understand. This is, this is like we're at a coffee shop and I'm bitching. I got the bagel in my hand, right?
Yeah, you got the bagel.
I understand that as an almost 30-year-old individual, the classes I'm taking are meant for someone 18 years old, fresh out of high school, first learning how to be a functional human being in a business space. I completely understand. I'm not saying I'm above this. I'm saying that this is for a different target audience. But my starting class being people who think differently should be hired differently. If you has a group that's not working as a good cohesive whole, should you get better leadership? Allow the group to work uninterrupted. Continue to hire new people to fill gaps. And just like the most basic business shit you've ever heard. Like the whole first chapter was, did you know people that think creatively are better in creative roles? Did you know that people that have leadership qualities should be eyed for moved into management positions? Like, oh my God, is that how? It made me feel stupid because reading the coursework, I was like, this has to be like a trick question. Like I have to be like, surely there is more to it than this, than basic critical reasoning of how to like operate a business. And the answer is no. I've just been in management positions for, the majority of my working career. So that's just, I just learned that already. But because it's an entry-level college course and I have not done any schooling in 10 plus years, I was like, I have to be, surely there's more to it than this. And the answer is no. It's just basics. Do you know how to hire a human being and how to get them to do their job? Anyway. Top of the bracket, quarterfinals, Dane. Sourdough or blueberry?
Sourdough.
Ooh, that fast.
It's the sandwich. I'm not making a sandwich out of a blueberry bagel.
Yeah. Dane, walk with me. Briefly, if we can. Just imagine a sourdough blueberry bagel.
Oh.
Fresh blueberries in the sourdough.
Oh. That's beautiful.
But yeah, I agree. Because I think sourdough does work with an amount of sweet where the blueberry does not work with any savory.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's where I'm at too.
Now to me, fuck, that sucks. These are right next to each other. A Black Russian or an everything bagel. So basically, an everything bagel or a pumpernickel everything bagel.
I don't know,
I
man.
think for me, the fact that it's that darker rye actually lends itself better to rule 1 of being just a pick up and go kind of thing, because I like that denser flavor, and rye bread it's also good for you. I don't know what it is about the structure of the grain, but like your body digests it slower, it keeps you fuller longer. It is actually just a healthier option in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think these are both tied as far as you're not putting anything sweet on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only hiccup is for sandwiches. I don't want rye breakfast sandwich. I feel like rye and egg is a weird, like, I don't know if that works for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like that kind of like earthy, like, because rye's almost got a minty note. I know that sounds nuts, but it might, because like in the progression of flavor, it's like mint tarragon rye. If you have like a slider on it, like there's that like that almost like not quite minty, but that kind of like herbal earthy note. that I think would be weird with like egg yolk and bacon, and I don't know how well that flavor goes through. But I think it would be so much better. Fuck it, I'm going Black Russian. Honestly, I think how much better it is for Rule 1, because they're both going to make a mess. But having that just like in the car, just that nice kind of darker flavor, that richer, little bit of molasses, kind of heavier taste, really carries this I'm just eating this to get going kind of flavor. Black Russian takes it. Now to you. An Asiago bagel or a sesame bagel?
See, I have nostalgia. I would have to go to the science building at Whitworth, and there was a Starbucks in that science building, and Calc 3 would proceed to kick my ass every single goddamn class period, and my only solace was crawling to the Starbucks counter going, "One Asiago cheese bagel, please," and then it'd fix me, and I'd go about my day, and it was so good.
Did you ever get a bagel from Starbucks when they didn't do everything bagels? Because for a long time, Starbucks didn't have everything bagels. They were chonga bagels, because it was just cheese, onion, garlic. There was no sesame seeds and no poppy seeds.
Chonga?
CH from cheese,
no,
ON from onion.
Yeah, I got it, but
chonga bagels. That's what they called them. They were chonga bagels for the longest time.
No, I have no memory.
Like for the majority of my time working at Starbucks was 3 years, they were chonga bagels, not everything bagels. Because apparently, like on this side of the country, it was chonga, and then like when they went to the East Coast, they went with everything, and then they just went, "Why are we doing this differently? Just put sesame seeds and poppy seeds on all of them," and it was just standardized everything. But yeah, chonga bagels, those were good because it was everything you like about an everything bagel, all those flavors, but with no seeds and shit stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm with you. I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah. Anyway, you saying Asiago's going to beat sesame though?
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm just saying. I agree that Asiago wins from Rule 1 because you're not getting sesame seeds all over your car. I think sesame works with more toppings. I think you can put a sweet cream cheese on a sesame bagel. I'm not putting like an apple or a blueberry cream cheese on a cheese. Well, I might do an apple on a cheese.
Yeah,
that might actually not be bad. That'd be decent.
But
actually, that might work though, because cheese, especially Asiago, that kind of nuttiness works with a lot of fruits. Like a raspberry jam on there, probably be decent.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Woohoo!
You said, yeah. I agree.
Asiago.
No, you're right. Asiago. Yeah, you got my ass there. That's a good point. Okay.
The hilarious thing is you got your own ass, but I just presented it.
You presented my own ass to me?
You're welcome.
Just like fold me in half the wrong way? Anyway.
Fold me in half the wrong way.
Is there a right way to be folded in half?
The world may never know.
Or they might. Who knows? Don't Google that. Anyway. Now to me. Plain or French toast?
I mean, like,
Rule 1 by a mile in favor of a French toast bagel. Just pick up and go. French toast wins there.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
I'm not putting savory toppings on French toast, though. See, if it was just breakfast sandwiches, I would still give Rule 3 to French toast, though. Because that little sweet accent with all those toppings is so good. But if we're talking like a regular, I'm not putting like a turkey pesto on a cinnamon raisin bagel. I think if we're going just straight scoreboard, I think plain bagel has to take it here. As much as I love that French toast bagel, I think a plain bagel covers more bases for me.
Yeah, and also like
a plain toasted bagel with butter.
It's like so good. Like it's stupid how good it is.
It's great. Damn, what a bagel. Real bad. Fuck. Okay, yeah, plain bagel advances. Okay. All right, we are now picking our finalists. Top of the bracket to me, because we're in the semifinals. Keep up, go on, man.
You say it so weird. You say it so like I almost got confused. God,
I can't be saying it that odd. It can't be like, can I? It's not that weird.
No,
picking our finalists.
No,
we're in the like that's
not that you say it weird. You don't stick to one system, and that's why you confuse yourself. Because one week you'll be like, "All right, we're in the semifinals," then the other week you go, "We're picking our finalists," and you confuse yourself.
Interesting. We'll have to look at more research data to confirm. We'll have to collaborate. Top of the bracket to me.
Oh, you want to collaborate with the guy who's edited all 98 podcasts? You want to collaborate with the? You want to do more research with the dude who's listened to the episodes twice?
See, when you put it like that, I sound like an asshole. Which, to be fair, you might have me there. Dane, this one's tough because it's Sourdough versus Asiago. And I think these all check the 3 boxes of everything for me. Savory and an amount of sweet for both. Both are great, just pick up and go in a car. Both make a good sandwich. The problem is, I think sourdough makes better sandwiches.
Yeah. Like, I think
there's more things I can do with a sourdough sandwich. Because if I really want cheese on my bagel sandwich, I can just put fucking cheese in it.
Yeah, true, but like the crispiness of the cheese of the Asiago bagel,
yeah,
that's something that
cheese layer.
Right? And it's the crispiness and the flavor comes out, but it's not overpowering.
And I think for rule 1, that cheese, just like that, picking it up, like just untoasted out of the bag. Fuck, that cheese bagel's gonna be real hard. Yeah, I think I gotta go Asiago. As much as, again, in a perfect world, it's a sourdough bagel with Asiago cheese on it.
Oh, of course it is.
That's the right way. But if it's a standard bagel and a sourdough bagel. Speaking of editing these, every time I go back and watch the videos, I look like I have a fucking coke habit, because just my allergies, I always, like, my nose is just always just, like, a little bit itchy, and I'm constantly like, yeah, I think, like, here's what I think. It's constant. Don't worry, I can't fucking afford it. Now to you. Plain bagel or a black Russian?
Oh. God, that's tough because I might go into anaphylactic shock myself if I say versatility. Ugh. But I mean, it works with a lot of shit, man. Works with a lot of shit. You know?
I think a black Russian struggles for sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like, there's a limited amount of stuff I'm going to put on pumpernickel bread with a bunch of shit on top. Like, breakfast sandwiches, probably not. Like I said, I don't love that rye taste with an egg. But, like a pastrami sandwich, like, that'd be great. But at the same time, if we're looking at rule 1, the plain bagel carries you all the way. Like, so much stuff. It's an everything bagel with darker crumbs in it. So, of course, it's going to be worse for rule 1.
Yeah. Man, I like, as much as I want a black Russian bagel right now. That sounds great. I think
it sounds really good.
It does. I think I got to push plain through.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think plain bagel has to take it here. So now we got to pick a plain bagel versus an Asiago bagel.
Damn.
I think the versatility is actually going to undercut the plain bagel here.
Yeah.
Because I think, yes, of course, a plain bagel works for any sandwich, anytime, anything you want to do with it. But as much as it functions, it doesn't add anything. Whereas the cheese bagel, there is a textural difference. There's a secondary flavor. There is, like, it is a plus to it. Like, even if you're already putting cheese on a sandwich, like you said, that crunch, that layer, that, like, thin layer, like that kind of nutty, heavier Asiago cheese with, like, a regular cheddar or with, like, a provolone or something, it adds a depth to it. That while the plain bagel would work with more options, I think the options the cheddar or the Asiago bagel works with are better. Like,
because I feel like and also I think the fun element of, like, when you try to get a little more of the sweet in there with the Asiago trains.
Yeah, of course. I agree. No, I think a little bit of sweet, like honey, like a honey cream cheese on cheddar, like honey and cheese just works great. I think that flavor combo would work. Of course, it also works on the plain bagel, but there's no interplay. There's no like depth of flavor. You're not pulling a ratatouille where you're getting a cheese and a grape in the same bite. You're seeing colors. You know, like you gotta factor that in. Yeah, I think Asiago bagel's gonna carry us here.
Hell yeah, brother! I'm here for it.
Shout out to Black Russian making it as far as it did. I put it on there because I didn't know what it was. Surprised it was on so many menus, but I think that's a great, frankly, third place option because I think I'd take that over a sourdough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Asiago Bagel takes it as the official unrecorded pod bagel.
Wait, were you about to do the sign of the cross? That's what they look like. What you were.
No, my nose. My face itches, man.
It looked like you were about to do
the
sign of
Asiago Bagel. In nomine Patris Spiritus Sancti.
Dong.
I still do that every time, by the way. Whenever anyone hits like a pole or like a metal cart or there's just like a ringing metal noise, I just go, Nomine Patris Spiritus. And it's funny every time. It's a classic. Thank you all so much for listening to episode 98 of our unrecorded podcast. Tell a friend, tell a coworker. Tell a friend that refuses to eat their bagels anyway but plain. That just cold, out of the fridge. One of those weirdos who puts their bread in the fridge because it lasts longer. And then they take the bagel out of the fridge and they eat it cold. Tell them to listen to this. And explain to me what happened to you. Because that's something went wrong somewhere along the line, right?
Yeah,
tell a coworker that only eats Black Russian bagels. And because I've never seen one in the wild, maybe it's just the East Coast thing. I've never in my life heard of this, but it was on every menu, on every bagel shop I pulled up. It was fucking nuts.
I should see if I don't think Chicago Bagel Authority has it, but yeah, I should double check.
Maybe it's just a New York thing.
Maybe it could be. You know,
who knows?
Bagel City.
But subscribe, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us everywhere that you think you can follow us. And even if we're not there, let me know and I'll make an account just so you can follow us. If Bingo. Jeremy Renner's social media platform was still there, I'd put one up there too. Anywhere you need us, we're going to be there. Thank you, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.